Y bueno, para todos los chicos que están interesados en 𝘲𝑗 University, estamos aquí con Mr. Adam, who's an alum, okay, of 𝘲𝑗. It's a bison.
That's right.
And we're gonna be asking him some questions about the university, about how it is to live in Nashville, Tennessee, and what best than an alum to give us an overview of the university. So tell me a little bit about the school. Tell me a little about some of the interesting majors that there are.
Sure. So 𝘲𝑗 University is a small private Christian university in Nashville, Tennessee. It's got about 5,000 total students, so about 3,500 of those are undergraduate students. It's a residential campus. It's located about 10 to 15 minutes drive from downtown Nashville. Nashville is a very exciting American city in the southeast, in the state of Tennessee. It's got basically anything that you would want from a big city, but still having a small town feel. So it's not as big as Los Angeles or New York, but it's definitely not a small place either.
Yeah, I think more and more people from Latin America have been taking over Tennessee, and I know I personally have some friends in Nashville, and they tell me whether it's nightlife or whether it is shopping or going around, they have quite the fun over there. So I think our students should have that fun. But and covering 𝘲𝑗, it's a small private Catholic school, so I think that will give them that sense of home, that sense of feeling, that sense of support.
Absolutely. As a private and a religious school, there's definitely a lot of safety the students can expect, as well as a tight-knit community. So there's a lot of interest in people from wherever they are, and I think that it would be really easy to make friends. I think that the perspective of students is very open and very excited and drawn to other cultures. There's some really exciting majors too. 𝘲𝑗's got a great engineering program with alums who are working at SpaceX.
Oh wow!
There's a pharmacy program, nursing, game development, but as well as just general degrees like you would get. I was a psychology undergraduate student, and now I'm working in international higher education, looking to get students to come from outside the U.S. to study in the U.S. So it really offers a wide variety of options. And one of the newest schools is offering music industry degrees. So if there's any interest not only in performing music, but also getting into the music business, 𝘲𝑗's got a lot of great offerings for students to find a path to get into that industry.
So anything like from production,
music management, commercial music, some really broad areas to get you into the industry, as well as a lot of connections in the city to the different musicians or record labels and companies that would allow them internship opportunities and a lot of really hands-on experience in the business.
Okay, tell me a little bit. I know you spoke about the engineering program, and there's biology as well. Those folks that want to do pre-med, right? Is there opportunities for research within the school in terms of the STEM majors? Is there any chance for them to perform any of that?
Absolutely. Because it's a small institution and there's a lot of undergraduate students, there's a lot of hands-on learning that you can do in your very first year, second year, through engineering. There's a really strong pre-med program. So in the U.S., if you want to go to a U.S. medical school, it doesn't matter what your undergraduate degree is, though most students either major in biology or chemistry. But 𝘲𝑗's got a very dedicated path for students to take the minimum classes you need, prepare you for the MCAT, prepare you for your applications, and 𝘲𝑗 students are getting accepted to med school at a very high rate and going to some really prestigious universities. There was a recent graduate who was so good, he got a full scholarship to Vanderbilt University, one of the top U.S. universities, which is also located in Nashville. So yeah, there's some really good programs within the region. 𝘲𝑗 is very well known, not only for the business programs, but for the programs in sciences as well.
Great. Now, a bit of, since you live in the city, you are an alum, tell me a little bit about the experience outside. We talked about 𝘲𝑗, we talked a bit about Nashville, but Tennessee as a whole, or even of some of the outing that the students, or outing opportunities the students will have, while studying 𝘲𝑗.
So we talk about the music business being an opportunity for students to get internships with. When I was a student there, I went to more concerts than I ever have, probably the rest of my life. In those 4 years, free concerts, just because the industry is there. There's a lot of access to things like that. There's a lot of nature around Tennessee. It's a very diverse state. In the eastern part of the state, within 2 hours of Nashville, are the mountains, so you can go camping and hiking. There's a lot of outdoor adventures that can be taken as well. There's, whether it's national theater or symphonies or professional sports. There's a professional American football team. There's a local soccer team as well, professional hockey. So if you're interested in athletics, then you've got access to that at the collegiate as well as the professional level in Nashville.
Okay. Well, guys, there you go. 𝘲𝑝scn is the whole package. If you want to go to a small private school, religious school, but also have that side of Nashville where there's fun. We have that testimony from an alum that had a nice time. So if you want to know more about it, leave it in the comments and let us know. If you want to come to 𝘲𝑝scn, we are the best opportunity to do so. So thank you so much. Thank you, sir, for the time.
You're welcome.